Hey everyone, it's Tisa and I am back with another layout for you. I am using the beautiful brushed bundle collection from Close to My Heart. And if you didn't already know, I am a Close to My Heart consultant. And this is something that they came out with that they had back in the day, and they have brought it back by popular demand, I guess. And I can see why. It is gorgeous. You get a sticker sheet and the paper, and then with the bundle you get two different stamp sets, and one of them is this floral stamp set that I'm using to create the background of my paper. So I'm going to show you part of the process of me adding these florals, and it comes with the floral, and then it has an outline. So I'm choosing the colors that match the collection, and then I'm using the black for the outline of each flower and leaf and such. So I'll show you a little bit of this process. I do some masking, so if you're not familiar with masking and you would like a tutorial on how to mask with your stamping, please let me know, and I can put up a more detailed video for you on how to mask your stamps. I am using the Gina K masking paper. You could also use post-it notes, anything that you can peel back off of the paper. So here's my stamping. I'm going to do two stamping clusters in opposite corners of the page, and you will see that when I start adding my photos, because this layout is going to have 4 photos, that I do cover up a good portion of one of the stamping clusters. But that is okay. In fact, I think it's important. And you're probably going to think, what? Important? I mean, you did all this work with all the stamping and now you're going to cover some of it up? Yes, because if you stamp on a page and then nowhere on the page is anything else connected to that stamping, to me, it almost looks like it doesn't belong. So I always try to make a point to have either some of the pattern paper, overlapping a little bit of the stamping, or the photos overlapping a little bit of the stamping, just so that everything feels connected and cohesive. And you will see that come together here in just a moment when I bring in my photo cluster. Now this is going to be a really simple layout. The only thing I am using is the stamp set, the sticker sheet, and the paper from the collection. I do use some black cardstock, and I do bring in just a couple of puffy hearts from my stash. But otherwise, I just want to show you that you do get enough in these collections where you can complete an entire page plus. I mean, it's not just a one-page collection, but you don't need anything else, but you have the opportunity to pull items from your stash. When I get the Close to My Heart collections, I will often buy the paper kit and the sticker sheet, and any stamps that might go with it, because stamps are what I would consider forever embellishments. So when you have a stamp set, and especially a stamp and die set, that is an embellishment for a lifetime, because you can stamp it out, it lasts forever, the stamp lasts forever, and you can customize it to whatever colors you are doing. So I can use this same stamp set with another layout, with a different paper collection, and make it look totally different. So I love using my stamps to make embellishments. Anyway, when I'm putting a kit together, I will often use one of the Close to My Heart page kits, and then I'll pull in papers from my stash so that I'm using my old and my new stuff together. That way my older supplies are not just sitting in my craft room and, sitting there forever. So that's what I love to do. And maybe I'll make a video on how I do that, how I pull papers from my stash and add them to a pre-made kit. If you're interested in that, let me know, because if there's no interest, I don't want to take the time to do it. But if it's something that you guys think you would like to see and how I do that, I would be happy to make a video for that. So there's my finished stamping, and there are my photos. I'm actually scrapbooking photos from my wedding, which is about 24 years ago. And I'm pulling in some patterned papers to see what I want to back it with. And look at that ombre like bokeh print. It is gorgeous. And thank goodness you get 2 of each design in the kit, because I want to use that as background in one of my layouts. So I'm going to back that in the pattern paper, and then I'm also going to back it with a very thin layer of black cardstock. And the pictures were already backed on white cardstock. So I've got 3 layers here. I have white, very small white layer, a larger of the pattern paper layer, and then I'm going to add a very thin layer of the black, just because I felt it made it pop on the page a little bit more. Here's another one of the pattern papers I'm going to make into a banner. And when I held it up there, again, that yellow just was not very bold and kind of got lost into the white pattern paper. So I'm going to back that with this green paper, and I love that color of green. It's like that apple green, and still keep the banner shape. And then I will back it a final time, you'll see in a moment, with the black, because without having it backed with the black, it felt like it wasn't connected with the photo cluster since it was backed in black. And because all of those stamps, the flowers, they have that black outline, so it just goes so nicely together. Here's what I'm going to use as my title, and it says Happy Together. This is from the sticker sheet. And let me tell you something, you guys. These stickers are awesome. They're very thick, a very thick cardstock, and they are sticky. So when you stick them down, you will not be able to get them back up. You will rip your paper, or you will rip the sticker. So I know many of us are used to, the manufacturers out there where you can kind of pull up a sticker if you don't like it in a certain place. Not these. You will definitely need to make sure you know where you want to place it, because you will not be able to get it up. Here's where I decided to back that in the black, and of course I had already had it glued down, so I had to kind of figure out a way to do that. And I'm going to put some of these butterflies up on foam tape, and then I realize after I get the butterflies on that I want to add another floral sticker underneath the Happy Together. Well, this is where I was struggling because I couldn't get the sticker up. I did manage to do it, and I put that flower down there, but man, was it a struggle. So I decided to back the whole thing on black cardstock again, and I love how this turned out. I am in love with these stamps. The papers are gorgeous. If you have wedding photos, that stamp set would be amazing for making your own embellishments or your own background pages. I struggled getting started with my wedding photos because I was just struggling at what collections to use and whatnot, but this worked out perfect. So I wanted to pull some black into my clusters, and that's why I brought in the little black hearts. And this one, I just kind of have a diagonal design. On the bottom left, I only have 2 sticker strips, one that says Fabulous, one that has hearts, and then I have the black heart. Then I have the title, and I pulled in a black heart, and I also pulled in some pink iridescent hearts And I'm just kind of making a design going from the bottom left to the upper right. So I have left all of my information below my website for Close to My Heart. If you have any questions, you can email me with the email that I've left. Leave it in the comments. If you would like a catalog mailed to you and are interested, just give me a ring. Thanks. Bye.